So make sure you have your 2 blocks and your strap handy, as you see. We're going to come to a comfortable seat. We're going to take virasana, so the knees can be slightly in towards one another, heels out. And we'll take the block either to the lowest level or to the second highest level, which depends on your comfort level. And taking a moment to just settle in, close your eyes. Whatever it is that you've been coming in with into this moment, knowing that it already has existed, just welcoming the opportunity to pause wherever you are. We'll take the right hand under the left armpit, the left hand under the right, crisscrossing at the wrist, padadhirasana. Just closing the eyes if you feel comfortable. Taking this breath technique allows for us to tap in and see which side of our brain hemisphere, which lung is being activated. You might already begin to feel a subtle lift or change underneath your fingers. Notice which side of the body has a little bit more breathing room, a little bit more expansion. We can regulate the flow of energy and the flow of breath by taking the hand that's on top. You can peek up at me if you'd like, and plug it back into the same armpit, crisscrossing at the wrist, just placing it underneath. There's a nerve that, when it's pressurized in this posture, lays between the 5th and 6th rib, stimulates and releases the opposite side mucous membrane. Just taking a few moments here, noticing if there has been a shift, a change. Once you feel that you are breathing equally in both sides of your lungs, keep the eyes closed and float the backs of your hands to the tops of your knees, index finger and thumb to touch. Visualizing right in your midbrain a streak of light, or connection to the unbound. I like to think of it as a super cosmic highway to download whatever it is that we need. Same way we plug our electronics in, this is how we allow ourselves to plug in and receive insight, intuition, intelligence. Breathing in, feel yourself receiving like an antenna through your midbrain. Hold this out intelligence. You can see it as a streak of white light or a drop. So you breathe in, feel this light, drop down your spine to right in front of your sacrum. The origin of 72,000 points. Just like the sacrum connects to all of these points, it's like a surge plug, bringing this intelligence, bringing the wisdom, the insight. Breathing in, you can silently hear the mantra Sa, which in Sanskrit translates to pure inspiration, pure intelligence. Breathing out, feel your belly pull in, charging and transforming this intelligence, feeling your joints spacious. Breathing in, connecting to what it is that you want to see in your reality. It starts there, dreaming a world. Breathing out, infuse every single cell of your body, feeling like if it's already in existence. You can keep the eyes closed, but we'll move on the breath here. Inhale the arms around and up, stretching the breath. Exhale, press the palms down the midline of the body, pausing at the heart center. Breathing in, circle the arms around and up, inviting light, wisdom, intelligence, soft. Breathing out, hum, charging and transforming every cell of your body with this intelligence. Take 2 more like this on your own. Feeling as if you could gather all of that intel and pour it inside of you. Don't worry about how fast or slow you're moving. Let go of the thinking if you can. Come back to that imagination and see it in your mind's eye. The next time your palms reach up overhead, interlace your fingers, root your tailbone down, and press the palms high to the ceiling. Take a deep breath to inhale and stretch the breath here, feeling the armpits, intercostal muscles expand. Breathing out, take a gentle twist over to the right side. Float your left hand on top of your right knee, backstroke your right hand behind you. Breathing in, grow the spine long, taking soft from crown to base. Breathing out, wrap the ribs around the axis of your spine. Hum, distribution of that intelligence. Just notice the space that you're creating. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the eyes. And then interlace your fingers, floating the biceps long by your ears as you unwind, coming back to center. Press your palms together. This time the opposite fingers in front. Reach your palms high to the sky, tailbone down, stretch the breath. And then take a gentle twist over to the left side as you backstroke that left arm behind you, right hand on top of the knee. Feel yourself grow long on this inhale. And then wrap the ribs around the axis of the spine. Be mindful not to go past your edge. Just witnessing, observing the spaciousness you're creating. Float the biceps long by your ears one more time. And then press the palms down the midline of the body, pausing and just taking a moment to offer an intention for your practice. Offering up something that you're grateful for, that you've experienced. Just bringing it to the heart. Chant the sound Om. You can join me or listen. Take a deep breath to inhale. Put the backs of your hands to your knees. Draw your chin to your chest. Half blink your eyes open. And let's come up onto hands and knees. Make sure your strap and your blocks are handy. And stack your fingers and wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hip bones. Tuck your toes underneath you, broaden across your chest and collarbone. Feel saddle from crown to base as you inhale. Breathing out, press the tops of your toes into the mat, belly pulls in, hum. Charging and transforming. Breathing in, connecting to light, inspiration, intelligence. Breathing out, charging and transforming yourselves with this download. Take 2 more like this on your own and notice if your body wants to move in circular patterns, giving yourself the opportunity to explore, maybe making some circles with the pelvis, with the head, with the rib cage. And then if you've moved in one direction, go ahead and move the opposite direction, just letting that energy move around. It's like stirring ingredients together, right? They all have to integrate. And then pause for a moment here. Come to neutral spine, scoop your belly in and up, press your left hand down, float your right arm high to the ceiling, inhale, stretch the breath here, and then thread your right elbow underneath your left arm. Bring your right ear to the mat, and then backstroke this left hand to your sacrum. Take a deep breath to inhale, and then see if you can roll your left rib cage on top of the right. Don't worry so much about the shoulder. Focus more on breathing and expanding on the ribs. Just notice what's feeling restricted or tight here. Take a moment as you navigate yourself back inward. Float that left hand underneath your left side shoulder. Float the right arm high to the ceiling. Stretch the breath here. And float that right hand underneath you. Float your left arm high to the ceiling, rotating from the rib cage, and then on your exhale, thread that left arm underneath your right armpit. Bring the left ear to the mat, backstroke that right hand to your sacrum. Roll your right rib cage on top of the left. Just notice the sensation that you're feeling here. So when we connect the palm to the sacrum, it stimulates our parasympathetic nervous system. It automatically gives us that instantaneous feeling that the subtle body picks up, a feeling calm, a feeling nourished and nurtured. One more breath here, and notice if you're overstraining, if you're overdoing it. Find that place where you can elongate and stretch the breath. Take that right hand underneath the right side shoulder. Remove that left arm, place it high to the ceiling, and then take your left hand down to the earth. Walk your hands a little bit in front of the shoulders. Take your time, tuck your toes, and then with resistance, lift your pelvis up and back. All 10 toes face forward. Pedal your knees out. Maybe shake the head side to side. Control the lips. And then keep wrapping the outer upper arms by the ears, right? So the armpits aren't flailing out, but they're wrapping down. And then we'll take 3 rounds here just to elongate the spine. Inhale, lift your heels way through your spine. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and pause. You can always bring your knees down to the earth if you need modification. And lift the hips up and back, leading with the tailbone, finding that length, that spaciousness. The head be heavy. Inhale, lead with your heels waving through your body. Even connect the kriya sa on the inhale. Exhale, hips reach up, belly pulls in. Hump, distribution of that intelligence. One more time, lifting heels up. Inhale, wave through the spine, stack shoulders over the wrists. Use the full breath here. Exhale, hump, hips back up to the ceiling. Press down on the pad, your fingers float that right leg straight up and back, all 5 toes pointing down like you're pushing into a wall or the ceiling. And then scoop your navel into your spine. Draw that right knee in, step the right foot forward, come to right low lunge. Lower your back knee down, and then float the arms high. Anjaneyasana, kneeling lunge. Take a moment here, feel a subtle lift of your pelvic floor, navel pulls in, and then bend at the elbows, lifting the heart. There's a little bit of a back bend here, but we're not accessing the full back bend. Just opening up the heart, feeling the broadness across the chest and collarbone. Relax the jaw. Let the tongue drop to the bottom half of your mouth. One more breath here. And then float both hands to frame that right leg, step back to downward facing dog. No rush at all. Use your full inhale to float through, coming to plank, your choice of either drawing the knees down to the earth. And then in one straight unit, we'll bend the elbows straight back, lowering one breath at a time. Exhale all the way down. All 10 toenails press down to the earth. Leave your hands where they are. Lift your head, your neck, your spine, jaw relaxed. You want to feel the tops of your toes pressing down Shoulder blades working in towards one another. Relax the jaw, keep the head neutral. And then take the hands off of your mat. We'll wave the spine here. Inhale, lengthen, lifting up. Exhale to release. This is an option for you. You don't have to take it. It's only if you feel like maybe lifting and waiting through teenage cobra, but you're welcome to keep the hands underneath you, keeping baby cobra. One more inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing back down. If your hands are off of the mat, walk your hands underneath you, tuck your toes, and then with resistance, either push back through table pose or lift straight up to plank and come back to down dog. Breath at a time, one pose at a time. Take a deep breath to inhale and a steady breath out through the mouth. And then float that left leg straight up and back. All 5 toes point down like you're pushing into the earth. Scoop your belly in and up. Draw that left knee in. And then step that left leg forward. Draw that right knee down. You can place a blanket under the knee if you'd like. Untuck the toes. And then float the arms straight up. Kneeling lunge. Take a moment here to situate. Totally okay to keep the arms a little bit wider. And just notice if you're dumping into the back. Feel that subtle line of energy go into the navel and up through the spine. Bend at your elbows and see if you can see your thumbs in your peripherals. The arms are always in front of the body, just slightly. And then lift the heart as if there's an invisible cable lifting you up. Feeling that subtle lift of the pelvic floor, lift of the heart. Back bends are always from the upper back, as if there's a bar underneath the shoulder blades. So just go into a place where you can feel this little lift under the bra line. And then let both hands frame that left foot, tuck your right toes, step back to downward facing dog, and then pause. Your choice of the transition here, you can wave through the spine, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Lower your knees. And then in one straight unit, if you've taken the modified version, you're going to lower your chest all the way down one more time. Tuck the toes into the earth, lifting the heart. The neck stays long, hands underneath you. Baby cobra. Feel your back muscles fire up, but not to the extent of overdoing it. And then take the hands off of the side if you took teenage cobra, and then lift the heart. You'll inhale, feel that connection from crown to base. Exhale to release. Again, inhale, lifting the heart. Feeling expansion in the body, not restriction. The minute you feel compression or restriction, pain, it's a sign that you've gone too far. Lower your chest, your forehead. Walk your hands back onto the mat. Tuck your toes, and with or without your knees, either push through table pose or come through plank and come back to down dog. Take a moment here as you resituate yourself. Bend your knees deeply. Gaze up at the space between your hands and step or hop yourself forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Take a generous bend here to release the lower back, release your sacrum and lumbar. And then walk your hands to the backs of your hamstrings, just giving yourself a little heat, a little bit to the calves, a little bit to the shins. Bring your hands to the top of your shins as if you're pushing into your shins. Let your shins push back into your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold forward over your toes. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Rising through a flat back, circle the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, hands down the midline of the body. Feeling hump, distribution of that intelligence. Circle the arms around and up. Inhale, take soft from crown to base. Exhale, fold you forward through prayer. Uttanasana, belly to the thighs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, hands to the shin bones. Exhale to bend your knees, press your palms, coming through prepare pose, and step back one leg at a time, holding your plank. With or without your knees, bend your elbows straight back, lowering halfway down, chaturanga. Let your inhale take you forward, roll your shoulders back, and feel a subtle lift here. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, upward facing dog if you're ready for that. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. No rush, no hurry again. 2 rounds of breath here, noticing how the body starts to open and expand when we slow down. There's no rush. Then on your next inhale, let's take that right leg straight up again. All 5 toes pressing down. Exhale, scoop your belly up, step that right foot forward, lower your back knee, kneeling lunge, 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝘀𝘁𝘀. Inhale, feel that subtle lift. Exhale, go straight back down. Both hands frame the right foot, step back, down dog. Pausing here, or your choice of the transition. Inhale, wave through your spine. With or without your knees, chaturanga, bhujangasana, or baby cobra. You can also skip it and pause in down dog. Breathing in, feeling soft, connection from crown to base. Breathing out, feeling hum, distribution of source, pure inspiration into you. Inhale that left leg straight up and back, no rush, but connecting your breath to your moving meditation. Step that left leg forward, lower the back knee. Inhale, float the arms long by the ears, 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝘁𝘀𝘁, feel a subtle lift. Let the exhale take you straight back down. Step back to down dog, pausing when you need to. Your choice of the transition, either waving through the spine, coming to plank. Exhale with or without your knees, chaturanga, baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. Every breath bringing inspiration, insight, elongation. Every exhale, taking away what doesn't serve you anymore. Don't have to hold it in your body. We all meet in downward facing dog. Gaze up at the space between your hands. Take a slow stroll or walk yourself forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Let the head be heavy, belly to the thighs here. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. As if you're pushing into your shin bones, feel that line of energy. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back, feeling that natural S curve. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the arms, circling around and up, Urdhva. Exhale, palms down the midline of the body, Uttanasana. We'll take Surya Namaskar with the variation of Ardha Chandrasana, which is low lunge with the knee bent. So I'll call that out. If you feel like you need to take a break for any reason, you can absolutely move at the tempo of your own practice. So coming to Tadasana, inhale, circle the arms around and up. Let that exhale fold you forward, belly to the thighs, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale to bend your knees, press your palms, and step or make your way through the transition coming from plank. Chaturanga, cobra up dog, or skip it and find your way back to downward facing. Don't rush at all. Down dog, float that right leg straight up and back, all 5 toes point down like you're pushing into a wall. Exhale, step the right foot forward, lower the back knee. Inhale, kneeling lunge, 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝘁𝘁𝘀, lifting from the pelvis. Exhale to go straight back down. Step back, downward facing dog. Your choice of the transition, either moving through plank, chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, connecting back inward. Left leg floats up on your inhale as if you're pushing into a wall. Scoop your belly up, step that left leg forward. Lower your back knee down, rise with the breath. Inhale, 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝘁𝘁𝘀. Exhale takes you straight back down. Step back to down dog, your choice of the transition, or pausing, taking a moment, knowing that child's pose is always there for you. Feeling that subtle line, that lift of the heart, strong in the body. Exhale, downward facing. Downward facing dog. Look up at the space between your hands. Step or take a slow stroll forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale to fold forward, deepen over the thighs. Stretch the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Take breath in. Exhale, hands down the midline of the body. Uttanasana. Again. Inhale the arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward over your thighs. Uttanasana. Let your inhale lengthen you. Exhale to prepare, either stepping or hopping back. Bending the elbows if you're floating through chaturanga. Or skip it and step back to down dog. Just pause for a moment here. Settling in. If you need to take a moment, bring your knees down. You can do that. There's absolutely no rush. We're going to take the right leg straight up and back. All 5 toes press down. Roll your right hip on top of the left, but keep anchoring that right armpit down. And then bend your right heel over to the left side. See if you can look underneath that left side armpit and see that right big toe. And then re-lengthen that right leg. Step your right foot forward, right behind the right wrist. Left foot a little left of center. Spin your back heel. Reverse cartwheel the arms. Warrior 2. Pause. Then situate yourself, right? The same way we fix our clothes, we fix our hair, we fix ourselves. Let yourself situate into this posture, keeping that right knee directly over the ankle. Arms as if you're slicing through something. Notice if this back hip is up, send the hip down and connect back to that central line of energy. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reach the arm up and back. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, Parsvakonasana. Right hand to the top of that right leg, left arm long by the ear. 2 more times like this. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Stretching the breath. You can even connect to the kriya. Let your exhale float that left arm long by the ear. 1 more like this. You can do this with a straighter bent leg. It's moving to the rhythm of your breath. You don't have to move as fast or slow as I am. And then once you get here, pause for a moment. Just bringing that mobility to your left shoulder. We'll take that left arm down and around. So keeping it always in front of the body. Down and around. We'll do that 1 more time. Taking that left arm long by the ear. Down and around. Keep your legs strong. Take peaceful warrior. Big breath here. And then reverse cartwheel your hands. Press back to plank. Pause. Your choice of the transition. Either moving through a vinyasa or skip it. And from plank, just step back to down dog. No rush. Nowhere to get. Take 3 rounds of breath in downward facing. Grab my clip. The beautiful thing about the practice is that we always have a second side. Taking that left leg up when you're ready. Take your time. Keep anchoring that left hip down. Roll your left hip on top of the right. Anchor the armpits and then bring that left hip over to the right side. Square that left armpit down. Open the hip. Look underneath that right side. See if you can say hello to your toes. Keep anchoring that left armpit. And then take that left leg straight back up. Square your hips. Knee to nose. Step that left foot right behind your wrist. Right foot a little right of center. And then reverse cartwheel your hands. Pause. Come to warrior 2. Situate yourself. Notice if you're a little bit forward. Let yourself feel your body and your posture. It's like when we get to work, there are certain things that we need to do so that way we can set ourselves up for success. It's the same thing with your practice, right? You're setting yourself up to peel the layers. It's like cleaning up dead leaves. So situate yourself so you can find a clean slate. And then from here, we'll move with the left palm. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Belly pulls in, stretch the breath here. Exhale, Parsvakonasana, left hand to the top of that thigh, right arm reaches long. Keep that knee to ankle alignment. And moving inside the breath. So the breath is moving you. Stretch that arm. It should feel really delicious. If it doesn't, And find that place where you can enjoy your breath. Breath is life. One more time, inhale, peaceful warrior. Be mindful that you can do this with a straight or bent leg. No rush at all. And exhale, pause. Just feeling that connection. Then we'll take this left arm pushing down, bring your right arm across the midline of the body, down and up. And so be mindful to spiral that left side ribcage across the right arm, down, around, and up, always in front of the body. Arms are always in front of the legs. So rule of thumb to protect the shoulder girdle. Bring this right arm down and around, and then keep that left knee bent. Left arm long by the ear. Big breath here. Use your momentum to reverse cartwheel your hands, and then step back to plank. Pause for a second. Your choice of the transition. Option to bend the knees. Taking baby cobra, cobra up dog, modified chaturanga. Endless options for what is going to serve you in this moment. We all meet in down dog. As you settle in, gaze up at the space between your hands. No rush at all. Remember, I'm pre-recording this so you can pause as you need. And then put a little bend in your knees. Maybe step, hop, or jump yourself forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your thighs. One breath at a time. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. Stretch the breath here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just feel this. Open up the three middle fingers, thumb and pinky to touch Padma mudra. Symbol of something that rises, blooms in the dark, and makes its way up. Finding that light that's always inside of you like a lotus. Then, half like the eyes open, you're going to reach your seat back. Take the arms forward in front of you. 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝘁𝘀, fierce pose. Okay, so relax your head, your neck, your chest. Keep anchoring your tailbone down and back. Take a moment here. Just get really situated with this posture. Can you maintain the breath? Can you access that kriya? You're welcome to bring the arms wide if you feel that serves you, or up. There's no right or wrong. And take a moment here. One more breath, sa and hum. And then lengthen the arms long by your sides. So we're going to do that 2 more times, really accessing the full breath. I want you to feel that kriya like a circle moving in and then charging and transforming. In and then charging and transforming. Reach your seat back, your arms shoulder height or by your ears. Yogi's choice. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Just 3 rounds of breath. Remember, you can pause this at any time. Second breath. Third breath. And lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. Tadasana. We'll go right into it. Inhale, Utkatasana. Reach the seat back. Head and neck easeful. Relax the jaw. Shake the head side to side. 3 rounds of breath. You can keep the eyes closed or soft, focusing on a point in front of you if you'd like. Our ability to breathe through challenges, no matter what they are, and stay calm or allow our accessibility, gives us that accessibility and agency off the mat. And lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs. Find your strap. Make sure your strap is handy close by you. And we're going to take a little bit of a balance today. So I'm going to show you from the profile. If you need to step over to a wall or something that you can hold on to, absolutely do that. You're going to step your right foot, ball of the foot, into the strap. And then crisscross, holding the right strap in the left hand, left strap in the right. You just pause for a moment here. Feel a subtle lift of your pelvic floor as you inhale up. Pour your weight into your left foot and reconnect to that soft hum kriya as you lift that right leg up. You're just moving slowly here. We need to hike this up. As you lift that right leg, could be low if you'd like, you can keep it low by the ankle. You're just feeling that lift of the pelvic floor. Maybe you take that right leg up. Keep the elbows in. This is enough, right? This is working plenty on that left side. Plug in, push that left big toe mound down. Maybe we extend that right heel. Keep the arms and elbows in. If you took class with me last week, we focused a lot on keeping the elbows in and drawing back. It's the same feeling as when we do this on the ground. Okay, so keeping the eyes focused. Notice what this feels like. Keep pressing that right big toe mound into the earth. And then bend that right knee. Drawing it back, letting your core strength engage. Release that right foot. Take a moment to settle in. Relax the jaw. Luckily, we have a second side to do, so I'll show it on this side. We're going to step into that strap as well, and really feeling our foundation from the ground up, which is why I build progressively. Last week we did this on the ground. Now we're taking it to stand in that power. Step into the strap with your left toe mound, pressing into the strap. Crisscross at the wrist, so right hand is holding the left strap, left holding right. Take a moment here and reconnect to that saham. Eyes are slightly in front of you, down. And then pour your weight into your right foot. Feel that lift of mula bandha, your pelvic floor. Shift your weight and then guide this left leg to a height. You can always hold on to a wall if you need to, or the Buddha. Maybe you lift it up. Laughing is not advised in these postures, nor is turning your head. So don't do as I do. Try not to turn your head. And then from here, notice that the elbows are out. I'm doing this on purpose. I want you to draw it in. So you're feeling everything in line and going into that core. And then if you want to try it, keep pressing down on that right big toe mound. Extend that left heel. Draw the elbows back, stacking your shoulders directly over your hips. This is one L shape. Eyes focused. One more breath. Feeling that strength inside of yourself. It's not outside, it's right inside of you. And then draw that left knee in, scoop your belly in and up, take your time, release that left leg down. That's enough of that. So be interested to see how that went for you. Now take a big step back with that left foot, and then move it over to the left side. We're gonna hinge at the hips here, Parsvottanasana. Take a little lift of the pelvic floor, make sure your blocks are handy, and then start to hinge forward, going into pyramid pose. Pause for a moment here. Take the arms out to the side like an airplane. Scoop your belly in and up, relax your jaw. Feel that steadiness on your legs, and notice if you're pouring more into the front leg. See if you can distribute the weight evenly and anchor that back heel. And then float the hands down, hands on either side of your feet on a block. Grow your spine long to inhale. And then exhale, pour forward over that front leg, releasing the back body. This is a really good way to bring that fluidity, bring that oxygen to what we just lengthened, right? So we prepped ourselves for this posture. Notice if your jaw is clenching here. Take your time. Relax your jaw. Grow your spine long here on your inhale. Keep your hands on your blocks, lengthening at the spine. I'm going to take mine to the highest height so my shoulders and my hips are aligned. Left hand on your block. Right hand goes on your sacrum. We're going to revolve. So just as we started class, grow the spine long on the inhale and then wrap your right ribs on top of your left. Keep this elbow working back, connecting to that central line of energy. Feel it and dream it inside of you. We're going to take this one step further today. Maybe we extend that right arm up. Right? So the arms are always slightly in front of the body. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. Maybe you walk that block slightly in front of you, and you take revolved half moon, lifting that back leg up. You're still pressing into the block, feeling as if there's a wall behind you. And float that right hand to your block. Draw that left leg back down to the earth. Relax your head, relax the spine. Take a moment here, shake it out. And then step that left foot back in. You can hold on to the elbows here and ragdoll your body. You know, that's a little bit of work there. Sequence. And switch the crossing of the elbows. Maybe shake the head side to side, up and down, all around. Take a moment, walk yourself up your spine. So use your hands to walk yourself up. And situate yourself. Just feeling this connection. Right? It's not outside you, it's right there inside. Luckily, we have a second side. So we're going to bring our blocks directly underneath, making sure that they're handy for us. And I'm going to slide that right foot back. So it's not quite on a tightrope here. Anchor well into that right leg. Start to hinge at the hips, making sure that that right heel is anchored. And then as you bend slightly forward, take the arms wide into a T. Belly pulls in, jaw relaxed. And see if you can become aware of breathing three-dimensionally. So it's not just the front plane, but feel the side ribs expand, the armpits even in the back. And then float the hands to the blocks. Grow your spine long. Keep working your left hip back, your right hip forward. And then take your time as you fold forward over your legs. And then notice how your body tries to adjust here, right? Notice if that tendency is to be more on the front leg or the back leg. See if you can evenly distribute. You might even feel a subtle lift of your pelvic floor. That's what we're looking for. And then once we have that, really allow the back of the head to become heavy. Let it fall, let it be at ease here. Roll your spine long on your inhale. Scooping your belly in and up. Feel that lift. Stack your hands directly over your blocks, right underneath you. Leave your right hand on the block and then take your left hand to your sacrum. Keep drawing this left hip back. Roll your left rib cage. Not the shoulder, but the rib cage. Rotation always happens from the spine, not the joint. Range happens from the joint, but rotation happens from the spine. You might stay here, you might take that left arm up. If it doesn't serve you or feel good, then bring it back to your sacrum. It doesn't always feel good for my shoulder. Give yourself what you need. Because the truth is you already know, right? It's just that we doubt ourselves. And then maybe you'll stay here, just really focusing on this, or leaving your feet where they are. Just walk that block of the right hand about 6 inches in front. Set it up right in front of you. Shift your weight forward, again, equally distributing. So you don't want to pour your weight completely into that right hand. And then roll your rib cage, lifting that back leg up if you chose that option. Maybe you'll take the arm up. See if you can create a feeling of light, spaciousness, air. And take your time, float that left hand down to the block, no rush at all. Float that right leg down besides the left. Bend at the elbows, bend at the knees, letting it go, feeling this fluidity. No rush, nowhere to get. Walk your hands up your legs. Take a moment here. And standing in that power again, letting yourself receive the energy from the ground up. Take one more before we make our way down. We're going to go ahead and heel toe the feet a little bit wide, so I'll face you for this. Taking a malasana squat pose. So if you have a block and you know that your tendency is to collapse down, you can sit on a block, but you're not sitting down. You're sitting to lift up. So you want to feel a little lift of the pelvic floor. Mula bandha is engaged. Right? If you don't need the block, then let your core do the work here. And then use your triceps to open up the legs. So really using the strength of your triceps here. Press the palms together. Feel this widening for a lift up. And then we'll take a twist today. So taking the left arm in front of the left thigh, we'll reach that right arm up. Maybe you internally rotate the right arm. Take the right hand behind you. I'll give you the option to take a bind. Maybe internally rotate that left arm, clasping right hand around to left wrist. And then roll your rib cage open. So we're opening the heart, relaxing the jaw. Take your time. We'll come out of this, reaching that right arm up, pressing the palms to the heart again. Maybe even lift just to see where you are and lower. And take that right hand to the inside. Take the left arm up. And making sure that the arm is directly in front. So always in front of your body. And then you're going to rotate from the heart and the spine. It's always the rib cage. Just check out if your weight is evenly distributed. You want to make sure it's centered. If you chose to bind, you're going to internally rotate that left shoulder. Internally rotate the right, clasp at the hands, or you can take that left hand to hold the right wrist as you roll from the rib cage, opening up the heart. Just accessing the breath in its fullest capacity. And then releasing that bind if you did that. Bring the hands back to the center. A little lift here, engaging. I'll give you the option to either sit on the ground, or if you'd like to take this into bakasana, working on your crow, you'll bring your hands down, spread the palms. It's a natural place hollowed out for your armpits. Lift your knees high into your armpits, press down. And then maybe you'll start to lift one leg up today. You're just seeing where that is. Crow is actually more about your core than anything else. Maybe you'll lift the other leg up. And if you feel steady enough, maybe you take both legs up today. Maybe you lengthen the elbows. If you'd like, you can shoot back for chaturanga. You can try it if you'd like. Just discovering where you are. But wherever we are, we're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Just taking a moment here. We're going to do a little jump through today. So looking at the space between your palms. We'll bend in your knees. Feel a little lift. And you can either hop or come down to the ground if you're already there. Hopping through. No rush. No worries. No stress. So we're letting ourselves now cross in easy seats. Sukhasana. Cross your right ankle over your left. And we're going to take this as a hip opener today. So take your blocks. This actually might feel very good, or it might feel tight for some of you. If you can cross at your shin bones, it's going to give you some more mobility in the hips. If it's too much, cross at the ankles and then take a block under each thigh. And then feel this lift of your body. So this always helps me to place my hands on my ribs as like a corset. And then from there, I can hold myself forward. Notice that my jaw is still relaxed. And from there, I can walk my fingertips. Maintaining a long spine in this position. I'll show you the opposite version, not the opposite version, the additional version. Sorry, I don't know why that started. Oh, apologies. The crossing at the wrists. Mercury's in retrograde. Electronics have a mind of their own, even if we're not physically seeing each other today. Just pausing where you are. If you or taking the deeper extension with the shin bones, you can place a block or 2 blocks underneath your forehead just to give yourself a little bit of some decompression in the back of the neck. Again, just always letting yourself explore where your facility is on a given day. There's so many factors that keep listening, but you don't have to look at the screen. It's just hard to speak down. There's so many factors that contribute to how our body feels, right? Lack of sleep, oversleeping. Sleep is a factor, as I just said, all the different components. Stress is a factor, depending on what's going on. Family is a factor. If you have children, parents, partners, your environment is a factor. What you've eaten, what you've drank, your water intake. So all of these, your neighbors, right, which goes into environment, all of these factors contribute to our nervous system, and that directly affects how we process and are able to receive or reject, right? Because our nervous system tends to also do that. We gravitate to or we flee from, fight or flight. So be easy with yourself in these postures because every single day is unique. Take one more breath here and then start to walk yourself back up. Now this is no better or different than crossing at the ankles, ankle to knee. That's fire log. Let's go ahead and switch. So if you chose the option to take easy seat, crossing at the ankles, again, you can place a block under each knee for this. Feeling that lift in Uddiyana Bandha, that's your abdominal block now. If you chose to cross a little deeper at the shins, just pausing for a moment. These hip openers, we get very deep into the subtle body, where the unconscious and the emotions, our desires, our fears, all of those things are lodged there. And then we add in our environment, what we've eaten. If we just ate, if we're hungry, all of the external factors. Let the breath be breathed. And just scan your body, noticing what's happening today. The human tendency is to want to aspire for certain poses, and that's great. There's a crescendo. Then we end up coming back to the simplicity. So if we can find, and that's what the beauty of Tantra is, teaching us how to tolerate and love ourselves and not just accept, but love that this is where my facility feels really good and I don't need to get into something like fire log, like this, because my hip just opens, right? Because that's not necessarily better or worse. So taking one more breath here, taking ownership of where you are and loving yourself into your posture. Take your time. Just feel that connection for a moment. Just let it settle in. Wherever you're feeling comfortable, so either crossing at the shins or the ankles, just take a moment. And I want you to hold on to your knees. I'm going to bring my feet in. And then round your spine. So inhale, I'll show you from the side here. It's moving the body. Inhale, draw the chin to the chest, rounding the spine. And then tip forward at your pelvis. Exhale. This is really great to do in the morning to gently wake up your spine. It's great to do midday as well. You've been sitting or working or downloading other types of information. And it's also great to do in the evening. The chin to the chest. More. Also helps to slow us down. Draw your feet down to the earth now. We'll take Navasana boat pose, but bring your block in between your inner thighs. Keep squeezing your block fingers out to the side. And maybe you lift one leg up, just noticing how that changes your structure. Even though the block is in between, I can still feel my core engaged here. Lower the right leg down, left leg lifts up. So we'll take this into the next level on Wednesday, if we feel like it. Depends on, we're not even near on Wednesday. So you can take that one more time, because keeping that block, we don't have to go always into boat pose, right? That's automatic. We can take these variations and get deeper and feel those muscle fibers working in such a deeper way. You're working the transverse core now and still accessing that breath. You can keep that variation, or you can take a block overhead, biceps long by the ears, and then notice how that shifts. One more. If it's too much, get rid of it. And then you're going to remove the block that's in between your thighs. Take the block now and place it over your head, and keeping your chin lifted, roll down one vertebrae at a time. So you're undulating your spine. Try to keep the block overhead. It's hard. Feet down to the earth. And then keep the block overhead. Lengthen your legs in front of you. We're going to walk both feet over to that right lower corner. And walk the shoulders over to the right upper corner. Still holding onto the block. Keeping it wide. Turn your head to the left armpit, and then if you need a little bit more intensity, cross that left ankle. We're taking banana asana. Left ankle over the top of the right. Just letting the breath do what it wants to do, which is find expansion in every cell. Just relax your jaw now. Relax the eyes and eyebrows. Take the work and the effort out of the asana. Uncross that left leg if it's crossed. Keep holding onto your block. All you're going to do is slide it, and then walk your feet back underneath you. No rush at all. Give yourself a moment here to expand, and then walk your feet over to the left lower corner. Leave your hips where they are, but work your shoulders over to the left upper corner. You can keep the arms long. Just notice what's happening on this side. Head maybe turns over to the right armpit. Option to cross that right ankle. And we always have options. Babies know this. If you ever look at babies, they are very much in tune with, no, I'm not going to eat that. This does not taste good. I'm going to spit it out. And they're unapologetic about it. Somewhere along our lives, we are taught belief patterns. We believe it, we adopt them, and then they become indoctrinated as this is the only way to be. Tantra allows for us to lighten and undo that dogmatic approach, because you're not linear at all. You're limitless. So taking agency for what feels good, what doesn't. Slow down, speak up. Rest when you need to. More breath. And then uncross that left leg. You're going to walk your hands back for a moment. Let's take a restorative bridge just to bring everything into neutrality. Lift your hips, take your block now, and slide it underneath your sacrum. Just giving that lower back a little bit of respite. Float the arms in line with your shoulders. Soft cactus here. If you would like to take the legs up for Viparita Karani, you can do that as well. Just finding from the inside out what's going to bring you best into balance, what's going to bring all of that energy that we've lifted and stirred and lengthened and stretched and binded, and more breaths by the toes if it's lifting up. Draw the feet down to the earth, take your time. Slide that block out from underneath you, and then lower one vertebrae at a time. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a tight squeeze here, and let's take this into your variation of happy baby. Now, normally, most people, you might be doing this, right? Reach for the feet. When you reach for the feet, usually your tailbone lifts up. Happy baby is all about keeping your spine down on the ground. I actually don't even reach for my feet until my tailbone feels lengthened. So just notice what your tendency is, without judging it as right or wrong. Just notice what you tend to do. You always have the option to bring the hands behind the knees, either to the calves, to the ankles. If it's desperately calling you, and as long as your tailbone is down, you can reach for the big toes, take yogic toe lock. Just give yourself a little side to side here, and keep pressing tailbone down. Feels good to maybe lengthen one leg and then the other. You can do that. Then bring the knees in, just closing that energy into your body. If you'd like to take a blanket and cover yourself, you absolutely can do that, setting yourself up for Shavasana. I like to place the blocks underneath my thighs in Shavasana just to give a little bit more release to the backs of the legs, just where the unconscious is. Once you find your Shavasana, let your hands float by your hips. Might pick the head up and readjust it. Lift the shoulders and resettle the space between the shoulder blades. You might adjust the buttocks. No right or wrong. Letting the residue of your practice do the work. Letting feet, ankle bones, letting them soften and held up. They're always holding the rest of us up. Letting your calves and the backs of your knees be pulled down towards gravity. Letting the backs of the thighs and thigh bones be heavy and neutral. Feeling some freedom and spaciousness in your sacrum and lower back. Notice how the belly softens, has more breathing room. Watch the breath as it rises in the rib cage, in the bones. Keep your awareness on the breath like a wave, ebbing and flowing, giving you new life, new opportunity, new inspiration, and gently taking away what no longer serves you. Feeling your shoulders, your arm bones heavy. The elbows and wrists that do so much work. Let them be held up. The palms face up, a symbol of receiving. And notice how the breath hovers in the back of the throat. Relax your ears and ear canal. And feel your whole jaw soften. As you drop your tongue into the bottom half of your mouth, you might even feel the release going all the way into the eyes. So let the eyes roll back into their sockets. Let the brain soften. As if you could massage your brain with your breath. And then feel your whole brain pulsing, nourishing. Re-enlivening. So if you could breathe between the two brain hemispheres, corpus callosum. Space of where pure consciousness resides. The 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝘁𝘀. It's the gateway to the unbound. It's where we dream, where we start to access that realm. Feeling that feeling of peace washing over you. Invite it in. Shanti. Peace with yourself. Shanti. Peace with others. Shanti. Peace. With the unseen forces governing this entire universe. Slowly rub your thumbs over your fingertips. And stretch the arms up overhead. Take one side of your body longer than the other. And then stretch the other side. Gather your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze one more time, pressing your sacrum into the mat. Roll over to the right side, just pausing for a moment. And then let your head be heavy as you guide yourself to a comfortable seat, letting your head arrive last. And your palms to your heart. And slightly bow your chin to your chest, just acknowledging you. You showed up today for you. It doesn't matter if we need to pause and reset. It doesn't matter if we need to take a moment and lay down the entire class. We bow down to show up for ourselves, to peel another layer, to get deeper within ourselves, fully love and explore everything that's there without shaming. So thank you for taking this time, and thank yourself for honoring the process of the practice. Hari Om. Namaste.